Hello guys, this is my first English video for a while. I didn't cast anything for YouTube in English before, and today we're gonna watch a good ranked games with me versus Degao on Arabia, the most standard map you ever know. And we played this game a couple of days ago, and I really liked this one, and I would be really happy to see how it looks like from the cast position, because in the game I didn't really understand everything what was going on, and this is going to be really important and good for me to understand everything happened in this one. So let's go. We are playing Hans there's Bahamians. Hans is one of the strongest civ in Arabia. A lot of players in tournament picks Hans too early, and what is the most important thing, that we played with Hans a lot of games, and especially Degao, one of the oldest player I think in Age of Empires 2, so he played huge amount of games with Hans in Arabia, and we really feel this civ really good. I am playing as Bahamians. Probably this is kind of opposite civ because we didn't play a lot with Bahamians before that, and but anyway, yeah, I really like this civilization, and this civ really strong in different situation. For Archer play, let's say, else Bahamians probably have the best eco in the game in Castle Age because of the upgrades from Monastery on and all the stuff like this, so it's gonna be amazing matchup, and it's all depend on how much Hans will be able to make aggression on Bahamians. So there is different openings. Really often I played early Drash, but in this game I decided to not go for this, but I'm going for super fast archers. For this I sent 4th villager on wood with building 2 houses before it starts to get food, so I mean starts to get wood. That allow me to add more villagers on the TC without taking any builds from there, and just let it go for berries, which allow me to get more food, and at the same time I can build my up in feudal age pretty fast. So the gal on the other side at Hans doing early Drash, which is not really good with Hans because you start with lower amount of wood, so your early Drash, or how else some player call it, per mill Drash, is a little bit later than with usual tips. Of course there is no lame. I didn't lame him. I think, by the way, he lured a lot of deers in this one, right? I think he lured like 2 or maybe even 3 ostriches, because I don't see any of his. Yeah, I suppose he lured 3. That's amazing. This is really huge, and he helps know where I am, so this is really important. Okay, here he starts to push me. I'm wallet villager, but not the best way. And here I didn't plan to go for militia, but I went for it to counter his Drash. And I think that was a little mistake here, or at least the third militia is a mistake, because later I won't be able to use this, and in the best scenario I will just exchange my army with him. I don't really want to take the fight now because I'll be up earlier than him, so, and I can expect that I'll be up earlier since I'm up 20 population only. I mean 19 villagers, let's count it by villagers, and this is really early up compared to all per mill Drashes and all the stuff they can afford. I mean, maybe only Italians or Lithuanians can up at the same time with make 2 militia before they upgrade. So here he tries to take the fight and take a really good amount of HP, and that was a mistake as well, so you should never lose that many HP on your main scouts in situations like this. But the good thing that he lost his militia, he's not dancing anymore, so I'm just finishing this, and yep, at this point my all 3 full HP militia is just free, and I can go to his base, which is kind of open at the moment because his build order is really aggressive as well. He don't really want to play it passive. There's Bahamians, I suppose. So I have archer range very fast. I'm playing with only 1 lumber camp, and there is only 6 villagers, which is not good. But else we are right now using the good bonus that blacksmith costs cheaper for Bahamians, so we can build it real fast because it's only 50 wood compared to 150. So it's really good. Really good thing. Oh, and there, yeah, there I was. I wasn't even allowed because I lost my scout, and there's too much HP for this one. I wasn't allowed to go with my militia earlier on his base because he will get archer or skirmisher, and at the same time I even lose one of my archer because only now fletching is finished. So with fletching my archer would win this fight, but I was there not in time, and I lost my archer, which is really bad because right now every unit is matter, right? So we have some time. This militia gives us some time, so we can a little bit zone do skirms, and we have like 30 seconds to make the damage before he'll get the upgrade. So the guy, by the way, reacted really good. He knew that I'm up super fast and he should be in time with all his range units, and he just built 2 archer ranges instead of get something else like blacksmith or something like this. Yeah, there is a good micro by me, I think. Maybe I will lose this archer, but I taken almost a lot of HP from skirm, took one skirm as well, else archers continue to shoot there since I have legion already and the guy has not. So we exchanged it like one militia, one archer into two skirmishers, and I can't say that this is a bad fight, but the bad thing that his eco will be probably better than mine. Yeah, we have same amount of farms at the moment, so this is good. I thought in the game that I'm really behind, but at this point the guy has two archer ranges, has really good production, one more villager because I had idle when I was trying to queue the flexion, I think, and at the same time he has two lumber camps, he still has no horse collar, same as me, and I probably invested more into army. I made like 3 militia while he made only 2, and his upgrade and feudal age was later, so he got more resources gathered while he was going to up. Yeah, there is another good move by me. I mean, this is a tricky situation where you don't really know what to do because you don't really want to stretch the feudal age, because in feudal age Hans is much better than Bohemians, and at the same time you can't really go into castle even with building one tower because there is a lot of weak spots where you need to defend it. So I decided to go for +1 armor and just queue up the skirms, so we are not forcing castle age anymore, which you usually do with builds like this, and at the same time I tried to use my archers to sneak around and made some damage on his economy. But let's see the Gao vision. I think he has no town watch, but he expected my archer come this direction, and that was really perfect by him because I could go more around, try to do something sneak there, but he just catched my archers, and thanks to me that I reacted well and didn't lose any archers yet. So he has a lot of army. Let's check. 15 versus 10. He has much more army than me right now. So I decided to go for stone and build some towers. I think that that's the rare way to deal with feudal age army and all the stuff like this. But with Bohemians this is not really big stuff because you take stone faster, right? And you can use the stone in castle age as well with building strong castle and produce the unit from this. And at the same time it's not really affect your eco too much because of this mining camp, because of this tower, because yeah, as I said, we are not forcing upgrade anymore, and our main goal is get up as far, build eco as strong as possible. So the only problem that I have no horse collar right now. I'm kinda, yeah, before that you usually skip the horse collar to get up faster or at least get first farms faster, but in situations like this when you are really long enough in feudal age, you really want to seed most of those farms with horse collar. I think that's a bad thing that I didn't have it. I think I could afford it before. Well, the good thing that I deal with his army. We have kind of same amount of villagers at the moment. Maybe he has one villager more because of the TC idol, and he has wheelbarrow, so he has 2 villagers lower than me, but doesn't mean anything. It's kind of same. So the guy is clicking up in castle age already. By the way, it's much faster than me. So this is power of Hans eco, right? And he's not walling. He's not spending any time for towers, for stone, for villager work. And even consider that we have same amount of army, I suppose he just took much more resources than me. Okay, he's doing stable, and here the good thing that I don't really understand what is he going for. Yeah, and exactly, we killed a lot of armies, so we know that there is not a lot of skirms right now. So at this point, we gonna up later, and we know that our army is even better than his. Okay, we forced him to make at least 1 scout, which is good, because any resources we can take from him is good at this point. But anyway, he had good amount of archers, which I don't really expect, and that was really hard for me to do anything about it. So we are doing second tower in this wood line because yeah, we are not ready for scouts, and I think I could see the upgrades for this scout. Yeah, I could see the +1. So bloodlines doesn't really tell you anything because he can go for CA and still make bloodlines, but +1 armor means that he will probably go for cavalry here. Okay, he has archers +2 without armor, by the way, but at the same time there is a lot of knights incoming right now. Yeah, I'm going up in castle age, and as you can see there is a little bit too much farms, 17 farms, most of them without horse collar, which is bad, but yeah, I have a lot of food and I can make it like fasting or just make more upgrades if I need or do something. Yeah, he's going on the tower there, and I think that was a mistake there because he lost a lot of range units there. We didn't lose any villagers on forward, just reacted well. I have like exactly, okay, not exactly, just 9 villagers working with 2 towers with 5 villager capacity, so this is completely safe point, and I don't think that he can attack me there because of the heals as well. Okay, there is additional town center. As I said, Bohemian Eco is one of the best eco in the game because of the monastery upgrades, so I was kind of relying on this. Okay, I have one more villager, but now wheelbarrow. At the same time as the cow didn't add any additional town centers. On and now going forward with villagers, I suppose he'll take these golds. Okay, you know, he's just dropped TC near this gold, but not close enough. And here I'm building the first castle, so I'm not sure that was a good castle, but I needed to protect somehow my base, because the longer I will just stay, the more knights will... then more knights there will be for Zagao, and he'll be really able to push me anywhere and all different spots like he's doing now, and just probably kill most of my eco, right? Okay, I have even handcart right now. We have same amount of villagers, and Zagao and now adding third town center. I think so. At this point, by the way, I think we played it really well, because I have better eco upgrades, much better, I would say. Also, I have monastery, so I have even monastery upgrade for the villagers. My villagers is much better than his right now, but I just needed to add the third town center. Maybe there on gold, maybe somewhere else. Yeah, I think I just lack of second TC here, because right now in the game I thought about that I will focus more on the army and I will try to make it fast imp. So maybe that was a mistake here. I just needed to take more map control with my town centers and just rely on early Imperial Age later, because my eco is really better. And instead of third town center, I'm building really not the best castle there, and the later I'll understand why this is not the best castle. This is mostly not the best castle because of the second stone, because I built some towers and all the stuff like this. After building this castle, I'll be out of stone, right? I have no more stone anywhere, and at the same time I need to control wood lines somehow, and yeah, this castle is just not the best. I thought that he has much better army, maybe this is true, and yeah, he's just healing his knights at the moment. Maybe his army is much better, but anyway, I could try to build this castle somewhere there. If I would drop it there with controlling those 2 stones, extra gold, and a little bit this wood line, then it could be really perfect position for me. Okay, I'm going up into Imperial Age. We have only 10 villagers less. Even consider that we have a handcart, which is really amazing upgrade for Bohemians. But the guy has still hands eco, which is really strong, and yeah, villager difference is just getting higher and higher. Yeah, as I said, the main problem that we have no... Yeah, only now, by the way, he starts to attack me, right? So I could drop this castle at least there, maybe. Not even on the hill, but somewhat there, just to control this stone gold and just get more map control. Because right now I'm a little bit too much on the back. Okay, the Gaon of... By the way, pushing me with a lot of mangrels. I didn't expect this in the game, but I decided that I will not go for just straight archers in Imperial Age, because with so many knights he will be able to catch me. So I decided that I will go for pikemans or halberdiers, which is really good for me because of the bonus, right? They cause more attack on enemy calf because their bonus damage is higher. Yeah, it's so sad I didn't take this mangrel, and I have a little bit not enough resources, right? I have halberdier, bracer, chemistry, which is important for bomber cannons, so everything is good, but I think I'm a little bit lack of upgrades, right? So there we start the push, but at this point as well, as I said, we are really too behind on eco. The Gao is up his Imperial Age as well. We have a little bit converted knights, which is able to take the mangonel, a little bit miscontrolled there, but lost on one archer, and right now I can try to make my pressure there. So, and I think that's the point where I played too passive. Yes, he has a lot of knights and this is a really good army, but right now this is exactly the point where I needed to spend my resources somehow, because I have food and gold and I don't really know how to use this, right? I need like 4th barrack maybe, and make more halberdiers, make them without any upgrade, I mean without any idols. And right now I went under this town center, and maybe this is a mistake as well, because I cannot really allow it to lose my halberdiers here. Yes, they are raining town center, they forced some idols, but I lost like almost all my halberdiers under this town center, and those helps could help me to fight there and maybe even win the fight there. Maybe not even win, but I would at least trade much more efficient. But anyway, this is not the best fights for the Gao, because he took a lot of fights there versus my halberdiers, but he didn't kill the archers, which is good for me, and there is even more halberdiers coming from behind. But the main problem right now that I'm really low on wood. I was really low on wood for a while, and as I said, I really needed to control the map, because I have no wood spots where to take wood. I mean, I didn't scout there. I have really bad wood there with lake. Yeah, I can see it, and there is a lake as well. So, and there is a lake as well. So there's like 3 lakes around my base, and I have only 1, 2 which I took already, and this is kind of far and third, woodline. So it's not really that good as for the Gao, as you can see. 1, 2 close, 3 close, 4 close. Yeah, it has almost no lakes in his part of the map, right? All the lakes like on the top of the map, and this is kind of unlucky for me because I really need it. As Bahamians, you don't really want to build your eco across the whole map, right? There is his hands, because you are not really that mobile as hands can be. So right now we have kind of similar score. We have a little bit lower eco, but the same amount of army. But the Gao makes his army much more efficient because he's good Cavaliers. Cavaliers is a really good one. He's a really good unit. And by the way, he saved a lot of Cavaliers. Ah, okay, yeah, for the whole game, he's just healing his calf, and I really like how he's do that. By the way, he has 5 relics, I kinda missed that. I think that's important as well. And yeah, the bad thing that my army composition is much harder here to micro, and at the same time I need to control my eco across the whole map. And here I'm trying to build a TC because I realize I need stone. Just imagine if I could get more stone, right? If I could drop a castle there just to get the position from here, I mean, I could win the trap war there because of the bombard cannons. If I could drop castle somewhere there, maybe take another extra stone and just try to push this town center. So I just need to hold position somehow, but my second castle is almost doing nothing. I do not produce a lot of unique units, and at the same time the Gao is just stacking my stone instead of trying to push this hill there. That's pretty smart by him. That's pretty smart. I'm not sure that he really thought about the stone, so he could just attack my extra town center, right, without any scare of losing those skirms because I have no cavalry. Yeah, and at the same time, Hans Trebuchet is more accurate, so he just tried to destroy my bombard cannon there and was successful with that. He destroyed one of them, and yeah, I'm losing a lot of units under the castle. That's my favorite mistake there. Oh, that hurts me a lot. Yeah, so cavalry is just running. I have not enough stone. Even Trebuchet is working there on my TC from the hill, so it will be destroyed super fast. And at the same time, he's just trying to snipe my bomber cannons with skirms. He's kind of lack of upgrades. I mean, he has no chemistry only, and he has no armor because of the thief. And that was kind of good fight for me, right? But at the same time, I have not enough resource for the protection of everything I need. I need huge amount of halberdiers there. I need huge amount of skirms. Now I was probably pop blocked, right? As I'm pop blocked right now because I lost my TC with population capacity. And at the same time, it's really not enough the map there. So if I would have a little bit more map there with better castle than this, then maybe I could do something. But right now, my situation is just not the best. Yeah, and it's hard to push this castle. I mean, this castle is really good. He didn't build it somewhere in the back, he didn't build it there. Just once he won fighting castle age, he built this amazing castle on this hill in the middle, and that really slowed my push for a long time. Yeah, I have a good army composition there, but again, I have not enough halberdiers, and he has huge amount of skirms at the same time. So just huge amount of cavaliers, even without attack upgrades, just take the engagement there, and this became really impossible to win this with Behemoth's hands, because hands will just outspam you with cavalry and good skirms and maybe later CA, and he has 5 relics, all the map control, and I decided to resign at this point. So that was a really nice game. I didn't really expect that I had almost the same eco as he. That's one of the reasons why I didn't build my 3rd town center, because I thought if I'll play just clear eco, I'll be behind because he has better eco. But right now I see that I had even better eco, and if I would drop 30C and maybe later by the better castle there, then I could win this game for sure. I think it could be much better if I would take stone lately in Imperial Age and just drop some castle around his base. Well, that was a good game, so I hope guys you liked it. I will try to later make some videos on English language as I did now, so if you are the English viewer, please let me know, did you like it or not, and what do you think about the casts like this, because I usually do that for Russian language. And of course, all likes and follows, right? All followers and likes is really appreciated. So thank you very much for the view, and see you next time.